Lucasfilm, Disney, come in my office and sit down. We need to talk. We need to talk and bring Kathleen Kennedy in here too. Because I'm so confused. I'm so confused. Like, Star Wars is such a big IP, it's such a big franchise, a bankable franchise. Why do you do the things that you do? Like, listen, I heard that they wanted to do a Rey movie. That they were going to do a Rey movie with her restoring the Jedi because they want to redeem Rey because the trilogies didn't do so well. And they're not that much liked. You already kind of messed up, Rey. Just move on and do something different. But and then now I'm hearing that you actually want to make it a trilogy. Like, we're not asking for that. Like, instead of, like, why can't you guys see that something didn't go well and shift gears? Why do you want to double down and force it down our throat? Like, what happened to the customer being right? Instead of the customer being right, y'all like, no, the fans are wrong. The fans are toxic. The fans are... Now, there's a portion of every fan base that is idiotic or may have, you know what I'm saying, when they don't get their way, they may be upset and throw it. But that's not necessarily what's going on as a whole. Like, you didn't do a good job. Like, the IP isn't liked right now because you guys have made bad products. We like we love the Mandalorian. We like Ahsoka Tano. I love Bo-Katan. Like, even when they was doing the Mandalorian with her part, like, I like that, even though it didn't do as well as the first couple of seasons of Mando. But do you see what works, Star Wars? That works. That works. Rey necessarily didn't work. And it's not because people didn't want it to, because a lot of Star Wars fans were super excited. You know what I'm saying? When they came out with the last trilogy. They were super excited. Like, we had our hopes up. And I'm not a major Star Wars fan. I'm more of a casual fan. Like, now I know the lore and some of the backstories and stuff. Like I'm one of those who into that. But I'm not a hardcore Star Wars fan. I'm more casual. So I'm telling you from my perspective, like, if you are forcing this to try to gain new fans or because you want to leave some type of legacy, like, it's not working. It's not working. You just didn't build up Rey right. You fumbled the bag. You fumbled the ball. That's what you did. You fumbled. You fumbled Rey. You know what I'm saying? Even with being Solo, like, you hyped him up to be the new Darth Vader, this big bad, this villainous dude that was trained by Luke Skywalker, and he's been with the Force and the dark side for all these years, and then Rey whoop him in the first movie. You took this girl, and because she's a woman and you want to make a woman the main Jedi for the first time, you decided, let's make her super OP. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just... It was unnecessary. That turns fans off because we really want to see the journey. We really want to see the story. And even though we saw a bit of a journey with the trilogy, all the movies was long, we still really didn't get to grow with Rey. Like, not necessarily. Like, even when she was sitting down for the whole second movie meditating, where we barely got any, like, you didn't build up the character all the way. And then, like I said, you nerfed Ben Solo. Finn was Force aware all three movies, but we never get to see him do any Jedi things or become a Jedi or whatever. Like, you wasted Finn as the black guy, and you hyped this up, and you made some people think that, okay, you're gonna have a black Jedi like Mace Windu or whatever, Samuel Jackson a little bit. Like, we was just a little excited. He didn't have to be the main guy, but you guys decided, like, we don't even want to give him Jedi powers at all. And then the love interest that was hitting that in the first movie, they put him with this little Asian girl. You know what I'm saying? Like, why, Lucasfilm? What was it? What was it about having a black Jedi? Like, you listen to the portion of the fans that was upset at that point. You know what I'm saying? And you nerfed that idea. But even with Rey, like I said, you didn't build her up through those three movies enough. And it just wasn't like, she's not a very like character. I'm sure there's some little girls that love Rey, and I won't knock them for that, because I don't hate Rey as a character. I just don't feel like she's worth another trilogy. I don't think she's worth another trilogy. And I don't know why Disney and Lucasfilm don't get it. Like, what don't work. You can't force it to work. It's just like the Acolyte. The fans aren't toxic. The fans aren't wrong. If it's bad, it's bad. Of course, you're going to have some people who are just excited to see anything on TV. They just excited to see Star Wars or something to do with Star Wars. So they're going to tune in and they're going to ride with it. But for the most part, people who are diehard fans or people who've been riding along, like, they want to see a story that's true to what Star Wars is. They want to see something built up. Like, I'm not mad at seeing a new Jedi Order. I'm not mad at seeing it. I don't want to see another Rey trilogy, though. Like, I don't mind Rey being in it or Rey being the most powerful and anything like that. I just don't want to see nothing else featuring Rey. Like, who's going to be the bad guy this time? Like, who? What's going to be the story? Like, The Mandalorian works. I got to go back to that. Mando works. Boy, Katan works. You know what I'm saying? Ahsoka Tano works. Rey didn't work. The Acolyte didn't work. So why double down? Disney, what is it? Lucas, what is it? And it got to be a Disney thing because we've seen the way that Marvel went with Phase 4. But at least Marvel is smart enough to shift gears. They smart enough to see where they went wrong and be like, you know what? We gonna go back the other way. You know what I'm saying? Like, we saw what Deadpool and Wolverine did, and we kind of see, you know what? All this other stuff we've been trying to push has been bullcrap and it ain't been working. Let it go. I think you better let it go. I'm talking about a love TKO. That's how I feel about Star Wars. That's how I feel about Star Wars. I don't know what y'all think out there Star Wars fans. Or do y'all want another Rey trilogy? I know y'all want more Star Wars movies. I know y'all want more Star Wars shows. But do y'all want another Rey trilogy? Hell, I'd rather have a Grogu trilogy than a Rey trilogy. As long as Grogu is with Mando, you know what I'm saying? Like, I want to see that. Like, where he at? What he been doing this whole time? Like, I love to get that. But yeah, trying to force Rey down our throat and trying to force a redemption of a character that already had 3 very long movies, like, that just don't seem like smart business to me. That don't seem very intelligent to me. And I don't think that gets the fan base excited at all. Of course, like I said, you're going to have some core fans who will just be happy to see Star Wars, period. They going to go watch it. They going to go pay attention. But you're not going to make as much money as you could make if you did the right thing. You know what I'm saying? And you shifted focus. Like, hell, Star Wars is in a galaxy far, far away and the time far, far away. You can go and do any generation of Jedi. You know what I'm saying? Or the Sith. You could do any one. Why keep doubling down on this, Junior?